but to thank the Honorable Minister and the Executive Secretary for Fcta for the brand new road to the National Reference Lab. This road really is serving the entire country because the lab is now working 24 hours, 7 days a week. And without that road, it would have been very difficult to do that as the rains start. So thank you very much, sirs, for that small favor to the country. The road has gone from being one of the worst in FCT to being one of the very best with street lights and everything included. I am deeply grateful for the leadership that has been shown in FCT, from the political leadership to the health sector leadership to the leadership of all the stakeholders. This is the country's federal capital, so it's no normal state, which means that the responsibilities are a lot higher than any other state in the country. But the leadership of FCT, both in your engagement with the Governors Forum, therefore your engagement with broader policy decisions at the national level, your royal fathers, we need you more than ever, because the decisions that we are having to make will not be easy. We have to make compromises in terms of how we live our lives normally. We need your leadership more than ever before. This will be a temporary situation, but to get through this temporary phase, we need to work together. And I'm really counting on your leadership, sirs, to take us forward. You have my commitment that we'll continue trying to do the best to support the FCT in everything you're doing, Honorable Minister. Thank you very much for the invitation.
The COVID pandemic has changed the world. It has changed the way we interact with each other. It has changed the way we look at health as a problem. It has changed the way we look at our socio-economic day-to-day activities. The COVID pandemic will bring out the very best in us in terms of our leadership, and it will be the true test of leadership in the long term, my royal fathers. I would like to acknowledge the efforts of the Honorable Minister of the FCT and that of the Honorable Minister of State. We have always had a listening ear when we come to them from the FCT to try and push some of our policies. Royal fathers, the next stage is we will be approaching you and our religious leaders as well, because we are now moving into a new phase of the pandemic. The virus has escaped. It has escaped into the communities. The only way we can stop this is to work very closely with you to push through the issue of education and knowledge about how to protect ourselves and our communities. And then finally, I would like to thank the security agencies. They have been extremely helpful, particularly in the FCT. We can see the amount of work they have put in terms of enforcing the ban on movement and also the issue of the curfew. I would like to plead with them to continue to please be patient with our communities and with people that need to move around in terms of essential duties. It's really critical that other aspects of the economy continue while we deal with this pandemic.